Hey everyone, welcome back to my safe space, a place to breathe, feel, and heal. There are some times you feel like something's heavy inside you, but you don't even know what it is. Like you're functioning, smiling, but deep down, something feels tight or stuck, like your heart has words it never got to say. Okay, here's the truth. You're bottling up your emotions, and bottled emotions don't disappear. They just wait, and when they finally come out, it's rarely pretty. A study from Stanford University, led by Dr. James Gross, found that people who suppress emotions have higher stress levels, faster heart rates, and even weakened memory. They may look calm, but their body is fighting a silent war. Suppressing emotions is like shaking a soda bottle every day. Sooner or later, it explodes. So how do you know if you're bottling up your feelings? Let's walk through 7 clear signs, with stories you might just see yourself in. 1. You always say, "I'm fine," even when you're not. My close friend, Emily, was the strong one in the group, the one who checked in on everyone else. There was a time she went through a breakup, lost a parent, and missed a major job promotion, all within 2 months. When people asked how she was doing, because a lot of people did, she gave her usual, "I'm fine, just tired." But one night she sat in the shower and sobbed silently for 40 minutes, because that was the only place she felt allowed to break. Sometimes, "I'm fine" is the code for "please don't ask, because I might fall apart." 2. You overreact to small things. Joshua is a cool-headed guy, really. One morning, his roommate forgot to replace the toilet paper, and Josh screamed, loud and angry, slammed the door so hard it cracked. It wasn't about the toilet paper. It was about the stress at work, the guilt he never addressed, the fear of being stagnant, all sitting inside him, waiting for one little spark. Big reactions to small problems are often signs of unspoken, older pain. 3. You can't cry, even when you want to. Rachel's best friend passed away. At the funeral, everyone cried. She didn't. She wanted to cry, but nothing came. She sat there thinking, why am I like this? Why can't I feel? The truth is, Rachel had been holding everything in for years. Her sadness, anger, grief, shame. Now her emotions were locked away, too frozen to move. The longer you suppress emotion, the harder it is to access it, even when you need to. 4. You stay busy to avoid stillness. Ben had a packed schedule: gym, work, read. Netflix, repeat. He thought it was discipline, but really he was afraid of silence, because in silence, the feelings showed up, the loneliness, the regret, the memories he never dealt with. One power outage later, sitting in darkness, his hands started to shake. For the first time in years, he sat with himself, and it nearly broke him. Distraction doesn't always mean productivity. Sometimes it means you're running from your own heart. 5. Your body hurts, but doctors find nothing. Claire had chest tightness, headaches, stomach knots. Her doctor said, "You're physically fine," but she didn't feel fine. Claire had gone through a toxic breakup, worked in a stressful job, and had no one to talk to. Her body had become the storage unit for her pain. Unspoken emotions don't just disappear, they settle into the body. 6. You hate conflict, so you never speak up. Jason was the peacekeeper, your typical nice guy. When his friends crossed the line, he laughed it off. When his girlfriend hurt his feelings, he said, "It's okay," but it wasn't. He started losing pieces of himself just to keep things calm. Eventually, he walked away from people not out of anger, but from exhaustion. If you always choose peace at the cost of truth, it's not peace. It's suppressed pain. 7. You feel emotionally numb. Leah wasn't sad, but she wasn't happy either. She wasn't anxious, but she wasn't free. She just existed. She smiled in group photos, gave the right responses, but inside she felt like a ghost watching her own life. She hadn't cried in years, hadn't been truly happy either. She was stuck in between, a place where emotions go to die. Numbness is often the body's way of saying, you've been carrying too much for too long. If any of these stories felt familiar, you're not broken, you're human. And being human means, sometimes, we bury what hurts. But here's how you start to unbottle those feelings. 1. Name it. Saying, "I feel anxious" or "I feel lonely" out loud helps your brain process it. 2. Write it. Journaling gives your feelings a place to go without judgment. 3. Talk it out. Find one person who listens, not fixes, just listens. 4. Cry when you need to. Crying is not weakness. It's biology and it heals. 5. Pause the distractions. Let silence be your friend and enjoy peace. You deserve more than just functioning. You deserve to feel, to breathe, and to live, not just exist. And that starts with not bottling it up anymore. If this resonated with you, like, subscribe, and share it with someone you love. And just to know if you made it this far, type "finally free" in the comments. We'll see you next time. This is your safe space. Thanks for watching.